If we surrender our fundamental rights to the government in this manner, then we deserve the scathing words of Sam Adams, who said, I quote, "May your chains sit lightly upon you, and may posterity forget that you are our countrymen," end quote. Jefferson's words in the Declaration of Independence are the most morally profound words ever crafted in a political document. We have a right to our life and liberty. We do not have a right to the life and liberty of our neighbor.
Yeah!
This fundamental social compact has made us the greatest society in the history of the world and the most moral society in the history of the world.
Yeah!
Socialists believe that government should force citizens to do the work of an altruistic God they call the state. However, altruism forced by government can never be the work of any God. It can only be destructive of individual rights and liberty. Transfers of wealth forced by the state are not charity. They are theft on the grandest of scales.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
The beauty of our Constitution is that it allows the exercise of individual liberty, including altruistic and charitable behavior, without the evil of state compulsion and confiscation. Our Constitution creates the opportunity for moral redemption in whatever form each individual seeks. Socialism, on the other hand, obliterates morality with guns and tax collectors. Ayn Rand said, I quote, "Morality ends where the barrel of a gun begins,"
Yes.
end quote.
Right. Yeah.
Force is the opposite of morality because moral behavior is inherently an exercise of free will. Who among us has the absolute authority to mandate how we should allocate our time and our wealth? For anyone to claim such authority is a moral abomination.
Yeah.
It is tantamount to claiming that one person's wish is somehow superior to another person's, and that this superiority can be manifested forcibly. We cannot go halfway with the socialists. It's not possible to be half free, at least not for long. The state has the force of guns and the very real power to confiscate wealth. If we allow the government to decide how much liberty we can have, it will be like a wolf having dinner with a sheep. We all know what will be on the menu.
Yeah.
To be sure, we have an obligation to pay taxes to fund the legitimate functions of government.
Yes.
These functions are limited and defined by the Constitution. We do not have a moral obligation to pay taxes just to transfer wealth from one citizen to another.
Yeah.
2 centuries ago, we fought a military revolution over this moral issue. We are now engaged in a political revolution to save this moral principle. Our inalienable rights to life and liberty have been defended with the blood of patriots for 2 centuries. Millions of brave men and women have sacrificed their very lives to protect these sacred principles. So I ask you, are we now willing to allow socialist politicians to legislate and tax our sacred principles away?
No.
Japanese Admiral Yamamoto said after the Pearl Harbor attack, I quote, "I fear that all we have done is to awaken a sleeping giant and fill him with a terrible resolve," end quote.
Yeah.
If we can thank President Obama for one thing, it is this. He has awakened us to the harsh reality of what politicians have been doing to America for a long time.
Yeah.
He has awakened the Tea Party movement.
Yeah.
He has awakened a sleeping giant.
Yeah.
He has awakened the people of America.
Yeah.
It is time for another revolution. Not a revolution of bombs and bullets, but a revolution of leadership and moral conviction.
Yes.
It is time for a revolution through the ballot box.
Yeah. Yeah.
If what is happening to America doesn't make your blood boil, then you don't have American blood in your veins. The elections of 2010 and 2012 will decide everything. We American patriots need to exert our political will at every level of government and on every issue critical to restoring limited government. If we have not removed Obama, Pelosi, and Reid from power by 2012, then may our children forgive us and may God have mercy on our souls.
Amen.
There is nothing more important in the next 2 years than working to remove these radicals and their cohorts from office.
Yes.
Politicians across America, please understand us. We do not care whether you are Republican, Democrat, or Independent. We only care that you faithfully execute the Constitution of the United States. We only care that you represent and embrace the principle of limited government.
Yeah. Yeah.
We only care that you stop intruding in our lives.
Yeah.
We only care that you keep your hands off our families and our wallets.
Yeah.
Edmund Burke said, I quote, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing."
Yeah.
End quote.
Yeah.
The good men and women of America have been pushed too far.
Yeah.
Here's a message for all of the politicians who have pushed us too far. We the people are coming for you in November. We the people are coming for you in 2012. We the people are going to fire you. This great country does not belong to you politicians. It belongs to us. Thank you.